Well, I think the overall feeling is wonderful. I came here a bit unprepared. I didn't know really what to expect. And the first module I came in halfway. I got married, so I also felt really into it. But I discovered very quickly that I've chosen the right training for me, because it really took me deeper into the philosophy of yoga and in that part of yoga which I'm really interested in. So not only the physical exercise that it is mostly in the West, but really yoga as a way of life, and it has taught us how to take that way of life into our own life, and also how to pass it on to other people. So it has been a very opening up for me, this training, opening a world that I had a feeling, an intuition that it existed, but now I felt really like, oh yeah, this is like coming home, because I felt all the things we've learned in this training are already inside of you, but to hear that it's already such an ancient method that has passed on for ages and ages and ages is like coming home and really feeling, oh yeah, this is the teaching of life. Yeah, it's a good question. I think I always like trainings when they take their time, because it also takes time to sink. I mean, probably in theory you could have done this in 1 year, just, you know, putting some months behind each other and just putting all the stuff into the people's minds. But I think it was really good that we had the time to go home and let all the information sink into our system, to study yourself and really make it a part of your life, because it's a teaching of life, but it's also important that you take that into your life in order to experience it. So I think, yeah, it was quite challenging to spend 3 years of your life combining the training with your normal life, but actually it should have taken a whole life, this training. I think what is for me the most unique is that it shines the light on a part of yoga that is not been taught so much in the West. I mean, where I come from in the Netherlands, you have some yoga therapy, but it's mainly focusing on the physical appearance, the injuries, the alignment of people, and it's not at all about really giving therapy, really helping people, coaching people, trying to figure with the person what's going on, how they're living their life, what the choices they're making, and how they have become ill or sick from that. And that is really something I think that differs from all kind of other yoga therapy trainings that are offered in the West. I think it was, for me, I'm really not such a group person. I've never been. I always like one-to-one contact. So in the beginning, the first 2 modules, I was a bit overwhelmed by the group. But what I liked a lot is that it's showing so many different cultures in one place, with all our differences, all our cultural background that we take into this training. But it shows you also that all people are in the base the same. We are all suffering, and we are all longing for love and for knowing how to live your life. So for me that was a really nice discovery, and also I felt more and more safe with being into the group. So it also opened my own heart in going into strangers and just being myself and seeing that nothing happens and it's quite safe. I think it was two sides. Like on one hand, it's quite challenging to become pregnant and having a child in the middle of a training, because your focus shifts towards being pregnant and becoming a mom. So it was a bit hard for me to maintain the focus on the training. On the other hand, I felt that I had that space in the training to do that, and also that I got very good guidance during my pregnancy from my mentor and from being in the training. I felt really at ease when I was here pregnant, and I got such a powerful practice for myself during the pregnancy, so that the delivery was okay, and even after that, it was my first child, so I really came into a new world as a mom. I didn't know what to do with it the first months, but because I had a very strong practice and good contact with my mentor, I quickly started to enjoy being a mother, and felt that I could hold it, and I could be a good mom and have the heart connection with my baby and my husband. So we're really a happy family now, so that's nice, yeah. Very profound. I know that there are maybe some stories going around about Kausthub, and I think if you ever consider doing a training like this, you should maybe meditate or go into yourself and find the intuition you will have about his teaching. I did that at the beginning of the training because I had a bit my doubts because of the stories I heard about him. But I decided to take the training anyway, and I think I made a good decision, because he is drowned with the theory, with the teaching. He is the Viniyoga lineage, and you feel that in everything, in the way he teaches, in the way he chants for you in the morning, in the evening. He's there, and he really knows it by heart, and that's I think what you need as a teacher in a training like this, yes. I have to say, I changed my mentor during the training. I started my mentorship by Kausthub, and although I really felt at ease in his mentorship, I felt I could share anything with him. I also felt that he has a lot of students and he's mentoring a lot of people, and I felt I needed more time. I needed regular contact, and so I changed to another mentor who also did the training a couple of years ago. She's more close by, and she takes a lot of time. So I contacted her to review the stuff we learned in the training, but also to be my mentor. And it works out really fine. I can contact her about everything. Every question I have, I can share with her. I feel that we are on the same path, and that makes it very safe. I think the thing I take along with me as the most valuable thing as a therapist is that I learned to trust my own heart in being a therapist. I know that there's a lot of trainings where they offer methodology about being a coach or a therapy, and I think what is really a strength in this training is that you learn to be in your own strength and in your own power to be a therapist. And of course we get some guidance in how to do that, but it's mainly when you are able to open your heart and make a connection with the one you're treating, then you're a good therapist. And that was really a big, how do you say that, aha moment for me, like, oh, I should just do that. It's actually quite simple, but you have to know how to do it. And that's what you learn in this training. yes, if you want to become a yoga therapist, I would recommend it.